What up, y'all? We're back with Pictures Didn't Happen. It's me, the Yeti. As you can see, the homie's not here today. Like he said, he's taking some time. He's got to handle some stuff. So today, we actually have a very special co-host for you. We have the one, the only, Tooth.
What's up? It's cracking.
How are we doing today, man? I know it's kind of early here for a lot of people. Myself is one of them on this lovely Saturday that we're recording this on.
What time is it right now?
It's actually 1:45 in the afternoon.
You make it sound like it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, dude.
Oh, well, I know I work late, and I know with you being up at Carl's, I know it equals some late nights.
I ain't been in bed yet.
Oh, good Lord.
I sat on the couch for like 10 minutes, woke up, knew what I had to do. I was like, I got to get down.
Nice. So Carl's actually is, everybody knows if you're from the area or this general Midwest.
Scene at all. If you're in the underground scene at all, you know Carl's.
It is probably the greatest. It is amazing. What sort of led you to start being down there and working down there?
Funny thing is, bro, there's a guy named Sleazy. He used to be in Psycho Slingers. I met him at Pierce parking lot and he gave me free tickets to a show. And that show wasn't at Carl's, but it was at a different show down the road. And from there, we went to Carl's to party. And I got to hang out with Sleazy and them more and more. And I ended up becoming the hype man for Crackodine, which was another we had the whole squad together. I'm not going to mention names because it's a whole beef deal bullshit.
Yeah.
They don't even need the clout, but that shit happened. And I stuck around at Carl's and I was doing shows there and we all fell apart. And then Davis hits me up and says, yo, if you still want to do shows, why don't you just promote shows and do your own shows? So I was like, all right, fuck it. When I did, and then I didn't. And then T Zank hits me up and says, you want to host the Tom McDonald show? I said, fuck it, I'll host it. So I hosted and I haven't stopped since then. And fuck Tom McDonald too.
Oh, too bad he is not here because Jew would definitely appreciate that. He definitely hates that man.
One of my good buddies, Ned Bundy, he's a horrorcore legend. You know what I'm saying? Legend in the underground. He sent me a picture one day and he's like, bro, it was like this. And he's like, I thought it was you. But then I zoomed out and it was Tom McDonald. And I'm like, you're a dick, dude. I was like, now I gotta write a diss song against Tom. Poor Tom.
It wasn't even his fault, just a misunderstanding. Oh, that's awesome though.
Counterculture, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's pretty awesome. You know, it's a sort of a long way to get there, but I mean, that's really the way to go. It sort of led you on the right path to be in the, taking charge of your own thing and making sure that it happens the way you want.
I met a lot of crazy people during my time at Carl's and met a lot of good people. And I kept doing it. And I became this like Rick Rubin of the underground. You feel me? Yeah. I got my hands in everything.
Absolutely. So, with working there, and I know that, you were doing all these things and there's been a lot of shows. In recent memory, I know I saw that there was the Fun Time Guy show in the middle of everything that wasn't shut down for a hot second, and then it was, and everywhere.
Those boys put down anywhere they go, man. Anywhere they go. But when they come to Carl's, they definitely put down.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah. Now, I will say, do you recall after that show, we were all leaving a hotel and you might have zoomed past somebody's car with a giant puddle?
Dude, look, my piece of shit Toyota Corolla was going faster than you motherfuckers, went right past you, and I forgot all about that big ass fucking puddle. But it was perfect. And we're the grace of God. He works in
Yeah, well, I'll let you know, those windows were definitely down, and we were all completely just like, what just happened?
Cheers.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was everywhere. It was crazy. I was like, wait, what? How?
That's what she said.
It is indeed what she said. Now, that was a great time, and I know that shows seem to be coming back now. I know there's some shows coming up that Carl's. I believe the Cody Manson tour is coming through there.
Yeah, Cody Manson's tour is coming through there. We're going. I'm supposed to meet them halfway, probably Wisconsin. Yeah, that whole tour is going to be bumping. I'm not getting no airplane, so I ain't going for the other ones. No,
Yeah.
I'm still not risking my life.
Yeah, an airplane seems like maybe a bad idea right now.
Yeah, I got the money to drive, and Cody's not that pretty.
Right, right. Now, speaking of driving, going that far in the Midwest, we're just like, yeah, it's like 12 hours. That's not that far of a drive. What is the farthest that you've drove to a show and been packed into a car?
Damn. To a show?
Yeah. What's like the farthest show you've just been like, yeah, I'll drive there. I'll do that.
The furthest I've ever been out of Indiana was Tennessee, bro.
Nice. That's a decent, still a decent drive for most normal people.
I don't remember it. But it was to go down there for a show, but it was for an open mic night. We're gonna go wreck.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So explain, you were gonna go just, how did you find out about this, that you decided you needed to go down there and we're just gonna do this?
Google.
Oh, okay. So it's just we're bored, we're gonna go do this.
Google magic mushrooms, bro.
Those are a magical combination.
You know what I'm saying? Google and mushrooms go together. Open mic night. We could sing, we could rap. Let's go. Spontaneous things happen with me, bro. I don't know why.
Wow, that is, I don't think I've ever had an experience quite that spontaneous. I mean, I think one time we decided to randomly go on like a family trip to the zoo one weekend or something, but I don't think I've decided to just go wreck a open mic night in Tennessee.
Look, I took 7 people sledding on LSD one time at 3:00 in the morning during a blizzard.
Well, nobody can say that your life is not exciting. Like, you need to have a GoPro, sir, because that's what everybody does.
I need my own camera crew, a publicist, and what's that one thing? Chris Farley had him before he died. Hookers.
Oh yeah, gotta have those, definitely.
I don't need a bodyguards. I ain't scared.
I mean, it sounds like you got that figured out. I mean, that's not a bad way to go. I mean,
oh shit. No, but you're talking about shows coming up, man. There is a shit ton of shows coming up. I know aren't you guys gonna be there for the Dead Threads Cody Manson tour in Kentucky?
Yeah. We're gonna be down with doing that with all those guys. We're really looking forward to actually getting out and being able to see people again. And
so the next day is Carl's. Are you guys coming there too?
That's a Friday. I have to see what my work is, because my work, sometimes we work Fridays, sometimes we don't. So it sort of depends on them, unfortunately, doing those adult things.
Well, I mean, yeah, it sucks, dude. But I love being a tattoo artist, bro. I love being a tattoo artist and a piece of shit. You know what I mean? I can do what I want.
I mean, absolutely. And that actually is a good point. Being able to do that and be able to, you sort of set your own schedule.
I do.
What are some of the things that you are sort of like, I'm glad I don't have to deal with this anymore? What's the sort of, if you could tell anybody, this is the number one reason why you should get out of that piece of crap job you're working and do what you love for yourself. Like,
look, I tattooed my face when I was 15, so I'd follow my dreams no matter what. I'd be doing music, I'd be tattooing. I've been doing it nonstop. And I really can't tell you what I miss, because my only job I really ever had was working for a K2 company. So it was like legit company, but
right,
I was selling potpourri, dog.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that says something itself. Like, that's to be able to take that leap that young and just be like, you know what? I'm not going to fall into this trap that everybody does. I'm just going to do what I want. A lot of people don't get that opportunity because, well, there's rules, in school, there's parents, it's everywhere. And a lot of your parents must have been hella cool, because mine would have been like, you're trying to do what?
I moved around like crazy from Kentucky to Indiana to Ohio, back and forth 7 times in 1 year. My parents were in jail. I mean, my dad. So it was a broken home, but you know what I'm saying? We still had that family connection. But it was a fact of it was like, I just knew what I wanted to do with my life, and I put my foot forward and I went for it, That's when I tattooed my face. I tattooed my face to let people know that's what I'm going to do. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing everybody else get face tattoos. You know, because when I got it, it was taboo. When I walked into the store, people looked at me fucking weird. Now they're just like, you know, want to shake my hand. And it's like, what the fuck?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the biggest steps that it's kind of like once you make that step, there's no going back. And a
None.
lot of people are terrified of, not having that ability to go back to what's comfortable. And I mean, I think that limits a lot of what you ever achieve because you're too scared. And well, I'll do it, once this happens and once this happens, and it's 10 years later and you still haven't even made step one.
Mm-mm. Man,
So
it's definitely a commitment. It's definitely a commitment. Like, you have to be committed to do something like tattooing and shit. Like, actually, I don't know about these days because there's a lot of wish-washy tattoo artists. That's why I don't work in a shop. You won't find me working in a shop unless I own the shop. I'm not giving somebody else my fucking money. I'm not going to lose a couple friends because tattoo industry is so cutthroat as it is.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that with how that sort of works, because I know when I was younger, I had looked into trying to get into that lifestyle, but I had my family. So I couldn't, all I kept finding was they wanted to sort of do apprenticeships and then you have to
Yeah.
pay them and you don't get paid nothing. And I'm just like, well, how is that really just kind of the only way to go about doing it?
These days, I don't know about these days. Sometimes people just take people up on the street, teach them how to tattoo, and just let them go at it. Sometimes you got to pay for it. Like how I did it was, I picked up a machine, started tattooing, and somebody, most of my family members tattoo, professionally. And one of my family members' boyfriend who tattoos professionally seen some of my shit I was doing, and he's like, no, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it fucking right. And he showed me everything. Within 3 weeks, I'm doing shit that he's doing, you know. But every day I learned something different with my tattooing. Every goddamn day I will learn something different that I conquered. Eventually
Right.
I'll get better and better and better. It's just practice. And
Okay.
thank God, all my friends, all my OG friends, thank you for letting me fuck you up, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's definitely a good component to have is, the canvas to work with. And that goes with everything. And I think that's sort of why, a lot of people, they think it's going to be quickly because that you see a lot of people starting to do tattoos now, but then they're in and they're out
Yep.
because it's not, or they're going to be a chef because they see these celebrities on YouTube and TV, like, oh, it's easy. And all you got to do is hang out and talk with people. Well, no, there's the hours of hanging out by yourself, just sketching in your notebook.
Look, I can't
And
draw with shit. I can't draw with shit, but I can tattoo like motherfucker. If I draw, it's gotta be my style, my shit, you know?
Mhm.
Out of my head. But if I go to like somebody's like, yo, draw this for me, I can't do it. But if you
Right,
give
yeah.
me a template to tattoo, this is how I tattoo. If you give me a template, like say you want a skull with roses, right? So I get an easy skull with roses, set them how you want them, and I freehand from there.
Okay, so yeah, you just sort of have, I mean, it's, having what is that called? I
Creative
had the
control.
word. Yeah, creative control, and you sort of have the reference, like, okay, this is what we're starting with, and then
Your
I'm gonna
template.
build, yeah, the template, and you're gonna build your creation on top. Okay, absolutely. So that's really cool, that you were able to get in and get into that at a young age and had people there to support that.
Not really, not really.
Really?
Yeah, I really didn't have like people really wasn't supporting it. They're like, bro, you're not gonna do nothing with this. You're not gonna go nowhere with it. And I really haven't gone nowhere with it. But I'm eating. My kids got shit like
Yeah,
I'm fine.
and that's something that has boggled my mind, not in in life, but also in very specifically within the music scene and even art. When people that judge everything constantly with the internet and everything going out there, what is the basis for how do you win life, I guess? Because it seems like if you're doing well and you're happy, you should be good, but somebody's going to tell you, oh, but you're not good enough, you should be doing
I mean,
this.
is anybody truly happy? You know what I mean? Like, are you truly? Is it? I think the only person that was ever happy in this world was Alan Watts. That guy had it fucking right, bro. If you don't know, you know what Alan Watts is?
uh I've heard the name, but I'm not familiar.
Great philosopher about life. Philosophy was his shit, bro. He did college lectures and shit about God, life, you're conquering your fears and shit like that. Like everything. If you could think of something that's going wrong with your life, and you type it in on YouTube and type in Alan Watts behind it, the first video, you watch it, I bet it helps you out. $20 to help you out.
Well, there you go. Check out Alan Watts on YouTube. I might have to do that as well. That's really interesting to me. It's always been weird. Like there's the goalposts that people have. Oh, my alarm's going off there. You know, they'll tell you, well, I'm doing this. Well, you didn't do this. And it just seems like people just want to bring people down, and it's
an endless cycle, bro.
Absolutely.
It's either be miserable so everyone else can feel good, or feel good so everyone else can be miserable.
Absolutely. And, that's awesome. You're doing what you want to do and having a good time. And that is something that I think a lot of people forget about life, having a good time.
Now, that thing you got on your shirt there, bro, the catacombs.
Yeah.
That is the movement. Carl's Gang is a movement and an organization of support. But that right there is the fucking foundation of underground. Everybody coming together and making sure everybody's right.
That's absolutely going to be key in, moving forward with everything, coming together and building this together. And, that's something that, it's hard enough to do, is, building a scene and getting people together to make that a thing.
Right.
It's really hard to do if, there's all the hate all the time. So it's really great seeing these guys.
Talk about this hate, because I know that's who I am, and I'm not saying who I hate, but I am about the beef, and if anybody wants to smoke, I can get to smoke, and I got some smoke to smoke out real quick.
Oh, good. Do your thing. Go ahead, say what you got to say, and we'll just go that way.
Okay. First things first. It's Trife life or no life. And that's pretty much it, bro. If anybody wants it, if they're talking shit about it, and I'm pretty sure we can say who it is, somebody might see this. I'm about it. I meant all the disrespect. I'm not sneak dissing. Just this one person knows what I'm talking about, and I know they'll see this.
There you go. My thing is, I hope that with Under the Catacombs, people can come together and we can, build something great, and hopefully we get some great art, some great music out of this. And
see, what I'm hoping for the Catacombs to have, at least, is like, if I have a problem with somebody, I can come to that person that, and be like, yo, you be the mediator. Let's settle this shit without throwing hands, without doing any more diss songs, without doing diss shirts and shit like that. Let's settle this. What's your fucking problem? What's my fucking problem?
I think that is absolutely the core of everything. That's something that people don't really do anymore. There's not a lot of talking about stuff. It's just jumping to things, and we're going to take this to 11 right now.
And that's the easiest way to weed out infection, because there's always going to be an infection in the underground. There's always that one person who will infect something and fuck something up.
Yeah. That's absolutely true. You'll see them everywhere. So
everywhere. Mainly in your rap groups. In your rap groups is where you'll see it. Eventually they'll fall apart. And I'm just telling you right now, rap groups are hard. I'm in one of them, Sons of Solomon. Shout out to my brothers. And it's hard to, there's like 7 of us in 4 different states.
Oh yeah.
And that's hard as hell to do, but we do it, and we do it good.
Well, I think a lot of that goes to, it's always hard to work schedules together. We've talked to a lot of people, and they said the number one thing is you have to be dedicated to what you're doing, and you have to always be doing it.
You gotta have passion, motivation, and support. If you don't have support, then you're nope. You know what I'm saying? You feel like nobody, you feel like nothing, nothing's gonna happen. But you gotta have that one person comes up. That stranger, it's a stranger usually. Yo, bro, your shit's dope. Like, who are you? Right?
Like, wait, how do you even know who I am?
I gave tickets away to one of my shows, and I had to mail them, and I mailed them to fucking San Francisco. They took vacation days, drove all the way up here for my birthday show last year.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I was like, just from watching my lives, I'm like, are you fucking serious? That's dope as hell. Where'd you guys find me? They're like, we're just scrolling one day.
That's the amazing thing. Like, especially with the internet, like, you can just have out of nowhere, somebody's just like states away, just like, yeah, I found your stuff. I think you're awesome. Like, wait, and your whole town is gonna say that you're garbage this whole time, and then it's just
my town don't even fuck with me. Fort Wayne fucks with me, but my hometown, Kendallville, they don't even fuck with me.
That seems to be pretty common, you know, especially smaller towns because
Well, I mean,
that
you do dirt, people are eventually gonna be like, that guy's dirty.
yeah, there's
But
that.
people change, just like a fucking caterpillar turns into a butterfly. People change, dog.
Absolutely. And some people, especially if you have changed, if they haven't or if they're still not succeeding, they don't want you to succeed. Jealousy is a
And
killer
it's
out
crazy
there.
too. Your biggest hater is inside your circle all the time.
Yeah.
You never know who it is, and that's what sucks. Is what makes me paranoid about shit. Like, but I'm still out here shaking hands and making networks and shit like that. Like, I don't know. I got my hands in a lot of shit, as you know.
No, yeah.
Clothes, music.
Yeah, and tell me
art.
about some more about the clothing line there. You said, when did that get started?
Shit, I started that. Like, I was sitting on a bunch. Like, I'm a graphic designer. It's what I actually do. I do graphics, and that's what I have my passion for is graphics. I love to do graphics, man. Like, my mirror photos I do, I'm putting this right now, hands down, ain't nobody touching it. Like, I could do that shit all day better than anybody. I hate to brag or toot my horn, but but I had all these graphics and I was like showing my buddy. He's like, bro, just throw those on t-shirts. And I was like, a bunch of gang shit on a t-shirt, right? He says, call it gang shit clothing. I said, fucking knee slapper, let's do it. So I called it gang shit clothing. And I started it out, and then two little fuck boys tried taking my shit and trademarking my name. And when I dropped it, because I didn't want to work with them no more, so I had it abbreviated to GSC because they own gang shit clothing. They took it out from underneath me.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Snakes, haters in your circle. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to work with you guys no more. You guys go do your own shit. I'm gonna do my shit. Support me, but instead they went and trademarked my shit.
Yeah, that is the hardest part about
gangster move. But where you at now when I'm trying to call you out? You know what I'm saying? That's not gangster. If you want to look at me nose to nose and tell me, hey, I took your shit. Okay, cool. I got these for you.
Right. Yeah, the business side of starting things. If you guys are going to try to start something,
get your shit legalized, trademarked, LLC, everything, man.
Immediately. It sucks because it's extra money that you're like, great, here you go, state, but it really does help. I remember years ago I had started a small company on an idea I had, and I went live on Facebook, and I had got my LLC already. And within 24 hours, some guy from like 5 states away was like, hey, that's our name, and da da da. I was like, well, I got it trademarked in my state, and it was actually a common word, so you couldn't technically federally trademark it. It was a whole thing, and I was like, it basically ruined that whole experience for me because within 24 hours of starting it, I was already being like, hey, I will take you to court and destroy this. So make sure you're protected if you're going to start something, because people will try to take it away and stop you as soon as they possibly can.
Your tracks. It stopped me dead in my tracks. I'm like, what the fuck can I do? What am I supposed to do now? And what I did was I abbreviated it to GSC, and I started a branch off it. Because like how Famous Stars and Straps, right? They have that country fresh for Yellow Wolf branch.
Oh, yeah.
I started a branch called Trappy Trash Fits. The shit you find in a trap house. You feel me?
Okay. So yeah, at least you're able to creatively swerve that and continue on with the fashion there. Is there any what sort of, I guess we know the style, but like
there's all different. I make t-shirts you can't wear around your grandma.
The best t-shirts.
I'm about to drop a t-shirt that says I only sleep with dope whores.
So is it mostly t-shirts, or is there other merchandise you making?
T-shirts, hoodies, hats, blankets, fucking, I'm about to have it all. I'm about to do it all. I really, really, really want to start making. I had ski masks. I made 12 ski masks, limited edition, and those were gone the first day I got them because I only made 12. And I did that the gangster way. You know what I did? I ordered ski masks offline, and my homeboy works at Lids, so I went over there and had him embroider all gangster. You know what I'm saying? For the low, because he got the discount. Shout out Fresh 2 times.
Make sure you're networking and making friends.
Yes, everybody has jobs and everybody has friends in low places. Look, baby wants to say hello.
Well, hello there. That is a cute doggy.
She's fucking ugly, bro. What you talking about?
It's I can't remember the name of that breed. Uh oh, are you angry about that?
Away from me.
But that's it was that the Budweiser dog was that.
Fucking, oh shit. Spud McKenzie.
Yes, him.
And the Target dog and Chico. Okay, listen. No, I'm not. If everybody knows that, they know I'm not racist. But when a black person walks in my house, they're like, "Oh, bro, it's Chico." I'm like, but then the Mexican person walks in my house, like, "Oh, it's Spud McKenzie." I'm like,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
the white person walks in my house, like, "It's a Target dog." I'm like,
yeah,
"What the fuck is going on here?"
yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, her name's Baby, but everybody around the block calls her Slut Muffin.
Okay.
I mean,
oh no,
it's legit. Spike collar, Slut Muffin.
Awesome. So that's an an interesting nickname.
I got t-shirts coming out soon too that come with pockets so you can hide shit in them, like little stash pockets. Because nobody's gonna check it out. Baby, shut the fuck up. If I knock you out.
Yeah, I mean, it always is good to have extra pockets. I mean, plus, you could probably store useful things in there.
Well, I mean, like, just saying, like, it is in the law book that if you have a dog in your vehicle, or if you have a dog, they cannot bring a dog around you within 20 feet.
Oh, there you go. There is some tips.
And that's
for
not
you guys.
my dog, though. That's not my dog. If you find shit on her, that's not mine. I just found this dog. Take one for the team, baby.
You got to have a strong wing dog there for you.
You help out a few other clothing brands. Talking about clothing, a few of my homies own clothing brands. We can always blame this motherfucker, Eddie. He owns Dead Threads is my family. They actually got married on my birthday.
Oh well, they did it on purpose.
That's what I said too, but hey, I let them have it. So, and then
well, nice of you.
Thought Breaker out of Chicago. I do fuck with them heavy too. You never heard of them, have you?
I have not heard of them.
Thought Breaker.
I got a pen. I'll take down some notes here. But yeah, so there's been a lot of. Oh, what's this?
This is the Thought Breaker bomber jacket. So.
Oh.
And then you got back. I don't know.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
I was like, I'll buy that bitch. We're supposed to have a collab coming out soon. Me and him are, and it's mainly like, you know what I'm saying? When you get a prescription from a doctor,
yeah,
it's a notepad top, it's prescribing me promethazine and codeine. Signed Thought Breaker.
Yeah, well, when these things do come out, where can the fine listeners go to find these? Where are they going to be at?
Well, you can usually find Eddie about any fucking Juggalo concert, or you can find him. You can find his shit online, Facebook. Just look up Dead Threads, but make sure you spell it right. DED.
Yep, you can't. There's no A in there. Spell it right.
Yeah, and then Thought Breaker, just thoughtbreaker.com, Thought Breaker on Instagram and shit like that. I don't my clothing brand. I'm about to reamp it because I just drop a little bit of shit, let it sit there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping some more shit. I do sponsor artists. Like what I do is I say artists don't have merch or nothing like that. So what I'll do is I'll make them t-shirts and give them one special item like a blanket, bean bag, or something like that for them to have, so their fans could buy it. But that money they don't get. Because I'm not going to give you a bunch of fucking money. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy you beats. I'm going to go buy you a mic. I'm going to go buy you a feature. I'm going to make sure you can up your career from my sponsorship.
Well, that's actually super awesome because, helping others is, that's what we're talking about with the Catacombs, helping everybody out, building this scene together. You're not going to be able to take on this whole thing and just make this appear out of thin air. You're going to need to collab with other people and do things together.
Well, I took on a few artists, and all of a sudden I took on a few strippers, and then I took on two 14-year-old skateboarders. I sponsored them, so I had to censor my shit a little bit for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're 14 years old.
Right.
Even though that their branch is called the fuckboy branch, because when they showed up at Carl's skateboard and I was out there drunk skateboarding, you know, and I gave him a fuckboy hat because I have a fuckboy branch off my shit. And he went home with it. His mom wrote me and said, "Yo, thank you so much for giving him that hat." And she let him wear the hat whenever he wants. He's got a fuckboy Cody Manson charm. I bought him after I
Nice.
made sure he was doing good in school. You know what I mean?
Right.
They gotta keep their grades up and they gotta listen to their parents. Their parents call me and say, "Yo, he's acting up, bro. You ain't getting clothes. You ain't getting my intention at all. When you come skating by the bar, I ain't walking outside, and you ain't getting no free clothes, dog."
And, you know, I love that you said that because, you know, you're making sure that they're not just, you know, sort of taking that route that, you know, a lot of people that get these, you know, you're making sure that they're doing good and they're doing the right thing. They're not just, you know, going to turn into complete fuck ups because, oh, we did this. We don't have to, we have this attitude. You know, a lot of people, they'll get like on a label and now all of a sudden, yeah, they're going to fuck it all up. So
with my sponsorship, I started skating really hard, like hardcore when I was 10 years old. And got so good when I was 16, I caught a little board sponsorship, right? And that's when I started getting my height and my drugs. I just didn't give a fuck no more, bro. I was just like going. I let it go to hell. I mean, I can barely skateboard now. I'm almost 30. I turned 30 May 30th. So it's like, fuck.
Right. Yeah. So that's really awesome that you're, you know, helping those guys out and being able to do that stuff.
Isn't it a Dead Threads hat you got on right there?
It is a Dead Threads hat to the old camera there. This is about the only hat I wear, actually.
Really?
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, if you go in Fort Wayne and you want a Carl's Gang hat, all you gotta do is go to Lids and say, "Yo, I want a Carl's Gang hat," and they'll ask you if you want OG or if you want the tooth. Or if you're actually a patched member of the Carl's Gang, you can get your sergeant at arms. Because I run it like a motorcycle club. It's an organization for how I'm going to start doing it next year after I get everything settled right. Because I'm trying to get this shit replacements, bookkeepers, and shit like that. Motorcycle club. You're a fair patch member and you have a show out of state. 5 patch members have to go with you and pay at the door. They're not to go in free, but they are there to support you and protect you.
See, again, just, you know, building those connections, you know, that's a thing, you know, you have to support your friends. You have to support the people that are around you.
I don't know about friends, man. I ain't got many friends.
Well,
I got maybe that was. I support the hell out of my homies and my brothers. But friends is a word that I don't use much.
I gotta watch my wording on that. Now, before we got on this call here, you did mention that there are some shows coming up that you're working with. What can you tell everybody about Pirates Fest?
Oh man, Pirate Fest is where it's going to be at. August 13th, 14th, and 15th in Muncie, Indiana. My boy Bobby Waters puts on a festival, Pirate Fest, every year. And this one's going to go off the chain because he's like, bro, I'm going to give you your time and you bring out Carl's Gang and whoever you want to book and let's have a good time. And I was like, all right. Well, we don't have a gathering hardly anymore. Right. And if we get to camp, sorry, I'm trying to plug my phone in because it's dead. If we get to camp and we get to party, then yeah, bro, I'm definitely going to be there. And then I was like, okay, what time do I get? And he's like, you get 9 o'clock, second stage, a couple hours. I was like, no, I'm going to need 9 o'clock like next day. I'm coming. He's like, okay, we'll see. Well, we'll see because I already done booked 8 motherfuckers, plus another 7 more I got coming with me, plus another 30 coming with me, and just a guest. But not only that, before I start my shit, I'm gonna have a street band. I have a street band that really good friends of mine. They're actually writing a fucking. You ever heard Curtis Blow, or you know what I'm saying, the Ballad of Curtis Blow?
No, I don't think I have.
Or something like that, or Curtis Lowe or some shit. It's a fucking Leonard Skinner song. They write about some guy.
Oh, okay.
They're writing a fucking song about me like that.
Nice. So, Pirates Fest.
They're gonna be there for a freestyle session. They're gonna drums, guitar, and bass, and you know what I'm saying, they'll be jamming while I'm gonna have freestyle rapping. I'm gonna record the whole shit, make a video.
Okay, so that'll be really cool. So you're gonna make the video out of that, and you're gonna sort of that the old jam session kind of feel to the whole thing,
right? But I got Trife Life, the whole Trife Life the whole camp will be out there. So I'm talking Smokey, Shabby, hopefully Fred. I don't know. We have to get that one checked in still. Cody will be there. And then I got my other group coming up. Fucking, I'm about to drop this other group with me and my hometown homie, E3. It's going to be called Three Headed Dog. So that's going to be going on. I got Rooks coming out. I got Zigzag and Pam, D-Shice, Fresh 2 times. I got a whole shitload of people, bro, coming out fucking for that. But I also got Toothfest 3 happening soon.
Oh, okay.
So May 29th, my birthday show, I have Six Side, Ned Bundy, Animal RX, E3, and I've been hopefully it's going down. We still have it's in the discussion, but yeah, it's mainly going to happen about 97%. There's always that 3% that might fuck you up.
Right,
but
right. We've learned that.
Trick Bambino from C to 6, he'll be in the house headlining the show.
Awesome. So it sounds like you got a lot of good stuff coming up that's going to be sort of blowing things up and with the kickoff of the summer and moving through. So a lot of good stuff to look forward to after the craptastic year of no shows last year. It seems like everybody's really going all in, especially in these early announcements, just really trying to just blow things up bigger than they were.
Well, I have a Halloween show happening too.
Talk about. You're just gonna keep running the whole year.
Check this out. Pigweed from Texas, up and coming metal band. I do the graphics for them. They're good people, my brothers. We're throwing one hell of a Halloween show at Carl's. Tickets only. I'm gonna be doing tickets only. If you can't come through the door, if you don't have a fucking ticket, you cannot buy a ticket. You gotta buy the tickets right in there. It's gonna be a certain amounts. Halloween show, Halloween party. I'm going all out.
Well, there you go. Another one. Keep your eye out for tickets. Make sure you're getting to that if you can get up there to check that out. Carl's gang, Carl's Tavern up there. They have all kinds of stuff. So you should probably follow them on their social media or something so you know what's going on. Or at least follow this guy.
You know what the funny thing is? My mail gets sent there, right? So that's my legal address. He can't kick me out for 30 days.
I'm sure he absolutely loves it.
I live in the basement, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he hates it. He hates it, but he loves it. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. He loves the hell out of me. Listen, bro, would you let Cody Manson tattoo an X in the middle of your fucking head?
I mean, I couldn't do it.
Well, that's Trife life or no life.
I guess I have no life. Unfortunately, I am the Dave of our entire group.
You have no tattoos, do you?
Actually, I have tattoos all over my arms, my chest, but they're all hidden to where if I wore long sleeves, you couldn't see them because of the military. And then I actually worked at a bank for a while too.
I have nothing underneath the shirt. Like I literally, I'm like, I have my arms, my face, my legs.
So you're kind of the exact reverse of what I've got going on here.
Because the only reason is I'm a bitch when it comes to getting tattooed, bro. I don't do pain. You know what I'm saying? That shit hurts. Fuck you. Face don't hurt at all.
Really? That is surprising. I imagined that would hurt pretty bad.
The eyelid kind of sucked in the outside of the lip, the very outside of the lip. When you touch the tip of my lip right there.
Oh yeah.
I about cried. I literally about cried.
I was surprised. I think I can't even say what the worst one is. I know they say inside of the biceps pretty rough. I did my sternum and it just felt weird. It didn't really hurt. It was just dead center.
Did you get your sternum done like within the 2 years, like last 2 years?
No, it's been a few years back.
Okay, so they used the actual coil machine on you instead of these fucking pins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you actually got the vibration because these pins, they're light. You know what I'm saying? I work all day. I can work 6 or 7 tattoos if I'm running with a pen. Running with a coil, I'm only doing 1 because that motherfucker hurts my hand.
Oh yeah.
You know, the vibrations and shit, you feel that on your chest when you're getting tatted.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, and I need to get the work finished. So it sounds like at least the finishing one might not be so bad.
If he's going back to using the coil or if they're going back to the coil, then you're fucked. But if they have a pen, that pen's not bad. It's so light. It looks like a fucking dildo, bro. I swear to God. And it vibrates like one too. So light. Matter of fact, here you go. This is a tattoo pen.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. And then these here are your needles. And they just pop and twist on top and you're ready to go. And all you got to do is just turn it to fucking set your depth. And I usually ride my needle out because I'm like in that bitch. Like, point, I should be wearing glasses. Like, I'm like a blind person in school. Tattooing you. I'm headlamp and all, dog. I don't give a fuck what I look like as long as that tattoo's perfect.
Right. That's actually
some tattoo artists out here wearing aprons and you know what I'm saying, or sitting 20 feet back so they look cool. I'm up on that bitch like this.
Right. Yeah, it got to make sure it looks good. That's kind of amazing. That's what those machines look like now. It's come a long way from the 2 coil packs on a frame with some rubber bands wrapped on it.
And this thing weighs only probably about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 ounces.
Wow, that is awesome. So there you go. If you guys were worried about it, tattoos are even better than before. I recommend getting them.
Motherfuckers, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned how to use a rubber band in a tattoo machine. That rubber band was not tight enough. You were losing your fucking needle bounce. Mm-hmm. This is you just pop in and go. Now motherfuckers can draw. You know what I'm saying? If you draw, you can tattoo. Not really, but if you know your depths and you know your shape and your fucking saturations, you could tattoo. And it's bullshit. I hate it, but I love them. You know what I mean? Like,
right? Yeah.
So great, but oh fuck you.
Yeah, absolutely. You had to learn, all the finer details and really hone that craft. And now it's like, well, that's gone. And actually, that's what there are some people that are old school in the photography world that still miss film and wish people had to know how to do that. Not just, I put it in Photoshop, hit my Lightroom, adjust my exposure, we're good.
Right. No, I mean, like, you can always tweak a photo, no matter what. If you take a shitty photo and you like the way you're standing there looking in that photo, send it to me. I bet you $20 to make that photo look doper than what you thought. It's easy. Life, just like Shrek, man. Life's layers. When you do graphic design, layers. Right.
Well, I mean,
everything is layers. Definitely in graphics.
Oh, yeah. I wish I would have stuck with it back when I started first learning it way back in 2004 on one of those like weird colored iMacs that they used to have. I started doing it way back then, and technology leaps and bounds.
Mm-hmm. Dude, technology is never gonna, like, Aleister Crowley. You believe what that dude was sick, but he was also like way ahead of his time with technology fucking guessing. Like, he guessed that what we'd be doing right now on the phones. He guessed that shit.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've heard quite a bit about him, and I've heard some of the messed up, and they focus mostly on the occult portions and the absolutely terrible things the man did, but they didn't hear about that.
Talk about occult shit. My fucking bad. I don't know why I didn't think of this. I actually do work for another clothing company, Ritual Magic Fabrics, out of California. They're all occult wear. So I'm talking everything you can think of, from sigils to fucking demons, on a shirt, on a pair of shorts, on a hoodie. But this is what I was going to show you. Look at this. Can I turn this camera around somehow? Yes. This is my kitchen table.
Oh, that's dope.
My brother said, yo, can you cut me out some stickers? Because I make stickers. And I was like, yeah. He goes, cut me out a big ass Ouija board.
See, I wish we didn't have that when I was growing up, because that would have been awesome.
What, the whole sticker cutting thing?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they had them, but it wasn't affordable at that point.
Right. I mean, like, his mind, my brother's mind, works mysterious. Like, it's so crazy, bro. Like, the shit he can think of just to do. Like, if you look at some of his art, like, he's Mary McCheese and Officer McCheese is in there doing cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Like, the original Grimace with 4 arms giving a kid a wedgie.
That was really dope.
I mean, like, Skeletor? Jesus Skeletor?
Now, let me ask, does he sell any of his work? And if so, where can people go?
He bro, I want him to so bad. I want him to.
Oh,
But the thing of it is like he don't think it's good enough. Like when we go to sell something, like, oh, let me see real quick, and he'll fuck it up. And he's like, "Yep, that's not it no more." I'm like,
what?
I mean, he loves his
Wow.
work. You know how it is for an artist to part with something.
Yeah.
That's how he does. He puts his all into his work. Like everything we do, like look at this. My brother is like legit with this shit.
Yeah, you need to convince him that he definitely has the ability to do it and stop doubting himself.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I understand loving stuff. I actually, when I was very young, it was just a simple drawing I'd done. And a friend was like, "Oh, that's really cool. Can I have that?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, man, no problem." Well, like a week later, it was in his back seat and his dad had put it like a car battery on it. And he's like, "My bad, man." I was like, "Really?"
Oh shit. Oh shit. That pissed me the fuck off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You
So,
can't you can't can't be too mad about shit like that because shit happens.
yeah.
Life's a bitch. And life's a bitch and you have a baby by one.
It's an interesting little twist you threw on there at the end.
Well, I mean, like in my case, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on and doing this with us.
If it
It's
wasn't
been
for that Jew, if it wasn't for that Jew, I probably would have never done this, bro. But hey, you know, he messaged me and he's like, "Listen, bro, you owe me like 6 favors, anyways. So help me out here." And I was like, "Look, if I owe you like 6 favors, it's gonna take 5 of them off." He says, "No deal," because you know how he is, fucking. He's like,
right.
take two. "I'll take 2." I was like, "All right, bet."
Well, we appreciate him doing that for us. I appreciate you coming on for us. It's been really great talking with you and being able to tell everybody about, these great shows you guys have planned. And we hope to see everybody out at Carl's.
I mean, I hope to see everybody out close for sure, man. I'm glad you guys do this and keep it going, and having more and more. I watch every time you guys drop one. Like I'm really like seeing you guys succeed and grow and grow and grow, and I'm just like, damn. I actually, I'm not even gonna lie. I hit him up and I was like, I gotta be on that bitch, bro. Get me on there, okay?
Awesome, man.
But I do appreciate you guys doing this shit and having me on here, and I hope you guys do come out to Carl's and see me more often. Or I'll come down and see you guys, whatever it is.
Absolutely, man. Stuff's opening up. We're planning on getting back out in the world and seeing everybody. And thanks so much again for being on. We'll catch all you guys on the next one. Peace.
No problem, man. Later.
Yeah.